In a season where everything seemed to be going right for the Los Angeles Dodgers, a nightmare is unfolding. Unexpected injuries are beginning to make the most powerful team in MLB question their chances of securing another championship. How will a franchise with so much talent handle this health crisis? The Dodgers, known for their blockbuster signings and a roster worthy of the Hall of Fame, were ready for a historic 2025 campaign. Names like Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Mookie Betts were set to lead the team to another triumph. However, reality is not always so predictable, with Blake Snell, one of the biggest acquisitions of the offseason, facing serious injury issues, and other key players also dealing with their own challenges. The situation in Los Angeles is far from ideal. Before we dive into the details, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any rumors or updates about the future of the MLB's top teams. Like the video and leave a comment, because the Dodger situation is just starting to heat up. Blake Snell, the two-time Cy Young award-winning lefty, was the Dodgers' big hope to bolster their pitching rotation in 2025. However, his impact so far has been nearly non-existent. After being placed on the injured list due to a shoulder injury, Snell was expected to resume throwing and return to action quickly. But according to manager Dave Roberts, Snell has been feeling unwell and didn't even show up at the stadium on one of the scheduled dates. With the lefty's return timeline unclear, the Dodgers now see their rotation significantly weakened. Moreover, the shoulder injury doesn't seem to be the only problem, and the Dodgers season is starting to suffer from this string of setbacks. While the spotlight was on Snell, other injuries began to pile up across the team. Tommy Edman, one of the team's key defenders, is dealing with an ankle injury that puts him in doubt for crucial games. And Teoscar Hernández, another cornerstone of the roster, has been sidelined for weeks due to a thigh strain. In the locker room, tensions are rising. The team, which looked unbreakable on paper, now finds itself at the mercy of a series of injuries that could directly impact their plans for the season. The Dodgers, known for their consistency, are now facing one of the worst injury crises in recent memory, and the consequences could be devastating. What happens next for the Dodgers? With Snell out and injuries spread across the roster, enormous pressure is mounting. The talented roster may still be able to hold the line, but the real question is, for how long? The situation calls for serious reflection. If Snell doesn't recover in time, or if more injuries emerge, the team will need quick solutions, whether from within or through strategic trades. However, the window to fix the roster before the decisive moments is closing fast. The big question is, with so much uncertainty surrounding their key players, do the Dodgers still have what it takes to win the title in 2025? How will these injuries shape the team's future? Leave your thoughts in the comments. The atmosphere in Los Angeles is one of victory, but also of uncertainty. Even after assembling one of the most talented rosters in recent MLB history, the Dodgers now face a quiet dilemma. Max Muncy, a veteran of the team, has been struggling at the plate, and rumors about his possible replacement are beginning to gain traction. Among the potential names, a familiar face to baseball fans, Nolan Arenado. Since hoisting the World Series trophy, the Dodgers haven't taken their foot off the gas. Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Teoscar Hernández, Roki Sasaki, Tanner Scott, and Blake Snell are just a few of the reinforcements brought in by a franchise obsessed with winning. This is a team built for the now, with no time for waiting, and that puts players like Max Muncy under constant scrutiny. The pressure is immense. When you build a machine designed to dominate the season, every cog has to function perfectly. If one fails, another must be ready to step in fast. Before we dive into this potential shakeup in the Dodgers lineup, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave a like. Here, you'll get the inside scoop on all the major decisions shaping MLB. According to a report by Fabian Ardaya of The Athletic, after the World Series title, the Dodgers were rumored as a potential destination for Nolan Arenado, the all-star third baseman from the St. Louis Cardinals. At the time, the Cardinals were open to listening to offers, and Los Angeles emerged as one of Arenado's preferred landing spots. He has a no-trade clause, but has long expressed interest in playing for the Dodgers. Max Muncy's name immediately entered the equation. After all, to make room for Arenado at third base, Muncy would need to be moved or removed. The rumor, even though it didn't come to fruition, raised a red flag in the clubhouse. Muncy, who has proudly worn the Dodgers uniform for years, responded to the speculation with maturity. "It's never easy, but it's baseball," he said. "When you're on a team that expects to win the World Series, you understand that if there's any chance to get better, they'll probably take it." Muncy's statement shows he understands the competitive environment he's in, but it also reveals the quiet tension growing as his performance wavers. For a franchise that accepts nothing less than excellence, any sign of decline becomes a cause for concern. Even though the trade for Arenado didn't happen, the idea is far from dead. If Muncy continues to struggle offensively, management could revisit the possibility. With the Cardinals still in rebuilding mode and Arenado still expressing interest in Los Angeles, the pieces could still fall into place. With Arenado on the team, the Dodgers wouldn't just gain elite defense at third base. They'd also add a major upgrade at the plate. On the other hand, keeping Muncy would be a bet on chemistry and a player who's part of the team's identity. Something that also matters in a clubhouse seeking cohesion and continuity. As the season progresses, the Dodgers face yet another dilemma. Stick with a loyal veteran or follow the cold logic of always seeking the best available option. Muncy has the talent to silence the critics. But is time on his side? Let us know in the comments. Would you keep Muncy or bring in Nolan Arenado to strengthen an already star-studded roster? And in the next video, we'll explore another potential Dodgers move, a trade that could shake up the National League even more. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave a like, because the MLB rumor mill has never been this intense, and you'll catch every detail right here.